Coach, I don't know how much you can talk about the close scrimmage in detail, but just from your view, what stood out to you from a positive standpoint, and what stood out to you as got more work to do?
Yeah, it was exactly what I'd hoped for. I'm a staunch believer in the closed door scrimmages. I've been doing them as a head coach, every year since I've been a head coach, and I just think there's so many teachable moments and situations, and at that point in the practice schedule, the guys are tired of playing against each other, and they want to kind of come together and compete against someone in a different colored jersey. And we did one of the earlier scrimmages probably across the country. Only a handful or two scrimmages took place that weekend that I'm aware of, and I'm really glad that we did, because of the point I just mentioned. But in terms of on the floor, I mean, typical, a lot of mistakes, a lot of things to be cleaned up. It couldn't have been better. It was a good timing for it. We needed to be exposed, if you will, and we had plenty of that. And so last week and this week, we're trying to do the same thing before we get another opportunity to play another closed door scrimmage.
What are you kind of hoping that this team's kind of identity is heading into that opener, and right when fans can kind of see what the Jans era is going to all be about?
Well, yeah, we're going to have to unfurl it here in 2 weeks. And like most coaches, I wish we had more time, but unfortunately the calendar keeps moving, and it's upon us. I would love to be able to say that, our identity will be fully formed by then. It won't. We'll be a work in progress probably for a while, and I would hope that eventually you'll see a team that plays together, competes for one another, leaves everything on the floor. For us, it always starts with defense and rebounding and having some toughness about us as a group, and we're headed in that direction. We're certainly not a finished product, but for the most part, I think we're where we need to be in terms of a timeline. But we'll see. There's every day is crucial for our development. There's so many things we still have to put in, but again, hopefully on Monday, November 7th, people will see a glimpse of, at the very minimum, of who we are and how we're going to play.
You said a lot of good things about Tolu in SEC Media Days last week. We've seen he's already. We knew he was a good player already, but what have you seen with him maybe during the off season that you really like?
Yeah, I think it's just a culmination of every day. He's becoming an everyday guy, and around here, if you're an everyday guy, you're going to play a lot, and that's what we preach to everybody on our team. Is if you have a good day, or if you have a good segment, great. That's the expectation. But you got to string days together, which become weeks and months, and there's just never time to rest when it comes to your approach and how you take care of your business every day. And that's what's impressed me the most. It's not necessarily like anything basketball-wise, what he does on the court. You guys have all seen his skill level and his body and his quickness and all the things that make anyone a good player, and Tolu possesses a lot of those characteristics. But for me, it's more just his mindset, his mentality, his approach. He's shown some leadership qualities, which is nice to see. He's been willing to open his mouth up on a couple of occasions when it was needed, and that's always good when you can get one of your better players to chime in and start saying the same things that the coaches are to each other. And so we've had a couple of situations like that, and that's good to see.
But if